Hi, this is Paul. I'm going to do a condition-based walk around of the Jaguar XKR. So I'm going to start at the front. So, well, all over, I would say that the paintwork, I've seen quite a few of these with a lot of corrosion. The only corrosion that really kind of stands out that I can see, you've got a little bit here and a bit down there. Whereas normally you tend to find it all around arches and that sort of thing, and this car doesn't have that. The paintwork, if I just sort of show you here, some of that it needs a polish. It needs a polish. But it is lovely and metallic. You do have some chips, which would, if you're handy with a touch-in brush, would come out okay. Now, when I use a touch-in brush, I use like a cocktail stick, and I only ever fill in the hole. I never put a big splurge all the way around, because if you only ever fill in the hole, then it blends in a lot more easily. And then if you go over it with some cutting compound afterwards, that tends to also help to blend it in. So, so the front, driver's side front wing, headlamp. No bubbles on the wing, no bubbles around the wheel arch. A little bit of stone guard. Oh no, it's not. It was a hair. All the way along. I'll see if I can get down to the sill in a second. Just looking down the swage line of the door. The gaps all look good. It returns a nice reflection that you can see there. Again, more good gaps around there. You've got a little rubber sort of a grommet here. It's clearly sort of faded and cracked and this, that, and the other, but it's just basically a rubber grommet. I'll come down to that sill in a minute. You can see the rear quarter, and around here is all good. This is one of the areas that they can give corrosion, and around here, but it's all looking good. I'm just going to go across the roof while I'm here. Lovely polish. Would do it a world of good. So you've got only on this little grey trim, really, tiny little bit there, but you've got a little bits of corrosion here caused by stone chips. And around the wheel arch here is all good. There's no rust bubbling anywhere around that. Into the rear light, no cracks or anything. Right hand rear wheel, so little marks here and there, but nothing really scary. And you can see there a lot of tread depth, and a date of week 16 2022. Very good tyre. Now, I'm not going to stick my head under there, but I'm going to stick the camera under there, and I'm going to just see what I can see along the sill. There we go. See if I can move my way around the floor. I don't see any corrosion to speak of at all. Driver's side front wheel. A little bit of peel, something there. Little sort of marks here and there. Again, the tyre is very, very good. The dot number is week 8 2022. I'm going to go across the bonnet. These are not all chips. A lot of that is just bits of sap or something, and fingerprints. Light scratches. That will come up with a machine polish and look very nice. You can see here that is normally on there, but someone's put, so that is normally on here, but someone's put that on there, and then I know what that's held together with. That's just that will just peel off. That's held together with tape. Now, if I look at this front plate and run my finger under here, I can just feel there there and there. I'm not going to press it, but I can just feel there are two little holes there, which presumably are where that would line up with. A few little sort of stress cracks, a little bit of touch in there. A little bit of a rub mark here. Front bumper ideally wants painting. If it were me and I was keeping it, I would take that off, put that back where it goes after painting the bumper, and put a normal plate on it. But it's just superficial, really. Bit of moisture in that headlamp. There are inspection covers underneath. You can take those off. That'll dry out, especially in this weather. There's no corrosion on the left-hand wing that I can see. That little corrosion there, again, that's on the trim rather than the car. No corrosion around the arch. Very little bit of edging around there. There's another little edge on the wheel there. Tyre, got a huge amount of tread on it, and the dot here is week 3 2022. If I just look at the reflection down there, you can see the panels looking good. This is going to be a good looking car after a polish, because it's not full of pin dents. There's a little one there, look. If I just do that with the camera, you can see. It's going to polish out well, it's going to look good. Chips and bits and pieces there, but nothing scary. I'm going to do the windscreen while I'm here. I'm just looking over the windscreen. I can't see any chips in the screen. Again, this is the rubber I was talking about. I did photograph these, and I'm sure I put those on the advert, but it's just the seal that goes around the handle. But the door gaps are all good. There's a little bit of thing there that you could touch in, I would say. No corrosion around the arch. There's a little small chip there, that's not a deep one. And there's no corrosion. No corrosion here in the usual places. That's all nice and solid. Left hand rear wheel. A little bit of something going on there. A little bit of something going on there. Tyre tread. Again, good 7. They're all good 7mm. And I'm sure this is also going to turn out to be a 2022 tyre. Week 16, 2022. There we go. Rear screen. Good. Panel gaps good. Left hand rear light unit good. Little, what's that chip or is that? There's a touched in chip or something there. Touched in chip or something there. I'll probably just do again, a polish will make a world of difference. I'll open this from here. No, I'll have to get the key, I'll come back to that. Right, while we're on the outside, I'll pop the bonnet. So I'll start down the wing gaps. So that doesn't show me that it's had intervention particularly. Again, if this was mine in my garage, I'd make that look a lot prettier in short order, because a lot of this is just black plastic and what have you. Could clean some bits and pieces like that. You'll find that that will work. While that's up, I will start the engine. You can see the insulation pad is on the bonnet. There are no mice here, but something's had a bit of a nibble at some point in the past. Airbox But it just look, yeah, it looks good. It's good and solid. Now let's start it up and see what it hit. Let's see what it sounds like. I presume I have to put my foot on the brake. Turn. So system check. Driver's door open. Bonnet open. Yes, of course it is. Passenger door open. I've got to close the passenger door. I've driven a lot of these. Supercharger noises are quite obvious and easy to hear. Engine noises are quite easy to hear. That is a really smooth sounding engine, and I've driven it and it is smooth and it does deliver its power nicely. Now if I close all the doors, let's have a look and see what the screen says. Close the door. No messages, no warning lights, no errors. 69,249 miles. Just going to open that. Engine sounds nice. 69,249 miles. So the interior, the wood's in nice condition. It's good that the top of the dashboard is darker than the rest of this, so you don't get so much flashback from the windscreen. The headlining can be a bit saggy on these. This one appears to be pretty good. Auto dimming mirror. CD player. As I say, the air conditioning doesn't come up cold. I've not tested it, I've not done anything. All I know is it just doesn't come up cold. But you've got your usual part of residential drive. It goes through the gears nicely. It drives well. You can see here that's quite shiny, so that's been recolonized at some stage. It's not in awful condition by any stretch of the imagination, and the rear is pretty good too. So I think it's got potential. The steering wheel looks good. It's a little bit of, I think that's just where it's got hot over the years. Just feel a little bit of less than smoothness around there. I don't know whether that's because the wood's I don't know. It's not cracked or anything like that. It's nice and solid. The leather on the steering wheel all looks good. No heavy wear or anything like that. Okay. I just need to let myself out because I've actually locked myself in. There you go. So there's your cruise control buttons there. Here's the first set of keys. Other keys are in the safe. If I lift that up, you can see there's that and that. Just pretty good shape, to be fair. Then of course the driver's seat is where you get all the wear generally. We've not done any particular scrubbing or anything like that, so I'm sure a nice shampoo and set will go down a storm. I'm sure a good clean there. Again, just looking at the shine here, that's been recolonized at some stage. The leather gaiter on the handbrake is good. Carpets are good. Again, it's not all corroded. This is where you tend to find wear on any car as well, around the door handle on the driver's side, because that's the access point. All pretty good. Yeah, I get a nice shampoo and set, and that'll be good as gold. And you can see there, no corrosion there either. No corrosion around the door edge. I'll do this for the passenger door in a minute. So one of the things to look out for these is corrosion. I'll pop the boot. Go all the way around the outer edge. Cobwebs. no corrosion. Good and solid. Now we look at the aperture. No corrosion. I can see through that. A day cleaning and making it looking lovely. Wouldn't go amiss. There's an auto changer in the boot. I haven't tested it, but it's there. What's that? Don't know what that is. Oh, yes, that's that spare wheel cap. Had a plastic trim clip or something. Put that open. Space saver wheel. I can see the jack and everything is tucked in underneath. In fact, if I just pull that out, I think it's probably important to understand that the lock and wheel nut is in there. If I just pull that up, and there it is. So the lock and wheel nut is present. Pop that back in. Bit awkward with my left hand. I am right-handed. That fits in there. There you go. You see, I've done that before. Because it's, yeah, I'll line that up when I've got both hands in a minute. Warning triangle present. Let's look at the door and the aperture on the passenger side. So, yeah, cleaning. The door panel is in nice condition. No corrosion around the door. Let's get underneath. No corrosion on the bottom of the door. No corrosion to be seen there. There's a little ding there, probably from when the door was closed on a seatbelt or something. And these are all in really nice condition, actually. These sill guards. That's nice to see. So no corrosion up through here. All looking good, and you can see the carpet. It's all in nice condition. You can see the seat from this side and from that side. There we go. So remarkably rust free. As I say, I think if I look, I turned the wheel before. There is some surface corrosion on the suspension parts, but I mean, you tend to get that anyway. But it starts very easily. The engine sounds very sweet. You've seen the service history because that's in the advert. We got both keys. Drives fine, no warning lights. It's, yeah, it's a nice thing. I hope that helps.